Your local garage may be giving you oil that's totally wrong for your car. It might even be damaging your engine. Walt Kane is in your corner with an investigation you will see only on News 12 New Jersey. Walt?
Well, Eric, outside of your house, your car may be your biggest investment. And one way to protect that investment is to get your oil changed every few months. But you have to get the right oil. And our investigation finds that may not be happening. When you get your oil changed, you trust your mechanic to give you top quality.
He's a professional, he knows what he's doing.
But you could get bottom of the barrel.
That sucks. I don't think that's good.
Hello, can you guys do an oil change?
We went undercover to mechanics and quick lubes across central New Jersey. We asked for an oil change and a little something extra.
I would like to, if possible, get an extra quart. Yeah, that's fine. Great.
The garages don't know it yet, but we'll be sending that extra oil to an independent lab for testing.
Would you mind doing this up? No problem. Thank you.
At Quality Auto Center in Colonia, the oil checks out to be 5W30. That's good, because it's what our car needs.
You can't just put in anything you want. You got to use the right fluid.
The manager says picking the right oil is pretty easy. Most garages now have computers that tell them what to use.
If you don't have that kind of technology, you really shouldn't be doing this business then.
And you know what? You don't need a computer. Look at this. The oil your car needs is right here on the cap. You can't miss it. But 6 of the 7 places we visited did. They gave us oil that was wrong for our car, and in some cases had even bigger problems.
Hi, I was wondering if I could get an oil change.
On this day, we're visiting this Meineke in Edison.
Well, would you mind filling this up with the same with oil?
We get our oil change and our extra quart.
You want to slide it right into the pocket in the back of the driver's seat for me?
Lab tests show the oil Meineke gives us is not 5W30. It's also low on additives required to prevent engine wear. The Petroleum Quality Institute of America calls it unsuitable for most cars.
You could be looking at engine failure.
Tom Glenn is with the PQIA, which assisted in our investigation.
If they put that in oil in my car, knowing what I know about oil, I would be close to livid about it.
When I confront Meineke, this employee says I'm lying.
I was here that day. We didn't give her an extra quart of oil because we don't give individual quarts, so I don't know what oil you tested.
But when I tell him we have video, he changes his tune. Now he can't help me because he's not the manager.
I don't buy it. I don't.
Someone here to talk to you right now.
I don't know anything about where it comes from exactly.
The manager did not return my messages. Meineke's president says we are looking into this situation and will take the appropriate steps to make sure this center and the rest of the Meineke system is operating according to industry, state, and federal regulations. But consumer advocates say the lab results raise concerns.
That's really serious, and I think it's something that should be followed up on by the State Consumer Affairs Division.
At this BP station, our investigation takes a surprising twist.
The oil is clean.
For the first time, someone notices we don't really need an oil change. But then he says we should get one anyway, because the last place overfilled us.
Oil is too much. This until here. Oh. The oil supposed to be here.
With customer service like that, you might expect the oil here to be good. It's not. It's among the worst we tested. Like Meineke, it's not 5W30, and it's low on additives. The PQIA says using it long-term could potentially cause engine failure. Hi, I'm Walt Kane. I'm with News 12. Armed with the test results, I confront the owner, Jose Pinto. And that's when I get an even bigger surprise.
Matter of fact, we just changed our supplier because of that.
Pinto tells me he was starting to have doubts about the quality of oil he was getting. So he says he just fired his supplier.
We think we're buying a product that is reputable on the market, and we buy it, we pay it, and then we find out later that it's not a reputable product.
The story seems so perfect, I'm not sure I believe it. But Pinto has invoices to back it up. He really did switch distributors, because he says buying cheap oil was no bargain.
It's our reputation on the line, not them.
Now, as you'd imagine, I checked on Jose Pinto's new supplier, and I am told it does, in fact, have a reputation for selling high-quality oil. Now, New Jersey has rules that oil changers must follow, but are those rules being enforced, and are they working? I'll take a look at that tomorrow. Do you know something I need to investigate? Call me at 732-738-KANE or email kaneinyourcorner@news12.com or find me on Facebook at Kane in Your Corner.
So in so many of these cases, Walt, if it didn't meet the 5W30 standard, what was wrong with it? Was it a viscosity issue?
Right. In those 2 cases, it was really just not suitable for cars, and that was because the additives were wrong and it just wasn't high enough quality. In the other 4, it wasn't 5W30. It may have been another grade of oil, 10W30, 10W40, that kind of thing. So it's not the right manufacturer's recommended oil. I mean, the manufacturer says 5W30 only, and that wasn't what we got, but at least it was quality oil that meets today's standards, just not the right kind.
At the very least, it's going to make a lot of people think twice next time they get their next oil change.
Yeah, I would think so.
All right, well, thank you.